friends, it's Mrs. Switek and Davy, and we sent you today some links to songs because we're going to do a virtual singing party to celebrate being in the 4-5 class. And since singing starts with the letter S, which is our letter of the week, we thought we'd share with you a story about Harry and the lady next door. The lady next door wants to sing, and I don't think Harry is a big fan. Davy usually really likes Harry books, so let's see how this one goes. Harry was a white dog with black spots. He loved all his neighbors, all except one. He did not love the lady next door. The lady next door sang. She sang high and low, and when she sang, Harry's ears hurt. She sang higher than the peanut whistle. When she sang, the peanut man put his hands over his ears. She sang louder than the siren on the fire engine. When she sang, the firemen put their hands over their ears. She sang higher and louder than the cats sang. When she sang, the cats ran away. Harry tried everything to make her stop. He howled under her window. His friends howled too, but it did not do any good. The lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. One day, Harry's family gave a party. They invited the lady next door. She came with her music. When she started to sing, Harry almost bit her leg, but he bit the leg of the piano instead. The family sent Harry out of the room. "You are a bad dog," they said. Harry just wagged his tail. As he walked to the door, some people said, "Poor Harry," but others whispered, "That's a lucky dog." When Harry pushed the door open, the wind blew in. It blew the pages of music off the piano. They blew all around the room, and everyone tried to catch the music, but no one could. The pages blew out the door and into the garden. They blew over the fence and up into the trees. Harry caught some of the pages, but he did not bring them back. He ran away with them. He ran until he came to a quiet spot. He dropped the music and lay down, and soon he fell asleep. In a little while, something woke Harry up. All around him, cows were mooing. They mooed very low notes. Harry listened. He thought the cows made beautiful music. He had never heard anything so soft and low, and he wished the lady next door would sing like the cows. And suddenly, Harry had an idea. He rounded up all the cows, he barked at their heels, and down the road they went. Harry barked and the cows mooed. They ran on and on. They ran down the main street of town, past the school, past the library, and past the firehouse. And when they came to Harry's house, the lady was still singing. Harry ran ahead and stopped the cows. They went on mooing. They mooed and mooed and mooed. They mooed soft and low, and they mooed for a long time, but it did not do any good. The lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. Harry's family called the man who owned the cows. He came and took them home, and that night, Harry slept in the doghouse. The next day, the lady next door sang some more, and Harry's ears hurt more than ever. He went for a walk. After he had walked for a long time, he heard a wonderful sound. Oom-pa, oom-pa, oom-pa. It was low and lovely. And then Harry saw what it was. It was the big horn in the fireman's band. The big horn was even softer and lower than the cows mooing. Harry walked along listening. He wished the lady next door could sing like the big horn, and then he saw the leader of the band. The leader threw his stick into the air. Harry watched. He had an idea. The next time the stick went into the air, Harry caught it. He ran in front of the band, and the leader ran after Harry, and the band ran after the leader. Soon the leader was all out of breath. He stopped running, but the band ran after Harry. The men played as they ran, and Harry led them all down the street of town, past the school, the library, and the firehouse. Harry stopped the band in front of the lady's house. She was still singing. The big horn player played, even softer and lower than before. He blew and blew and blew right under her window, but it did not do any good. The lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. When the leader got there, he had Harry's family with him. Harry gave back the stick. That night, he slept in the doghouse again. A few nights after that, the family took Harry to the park. They were going to hear the firemen's band. The family knew that Harry liked the big horn. They got to the park, sat down. The light shone on the stage. The people were quiet. They waited for the music to begin. Harry closed his eyes and listened and waited for the big horn. He waited for the soft, low notes. But the low notes never came. Instead, a man came out. "Good evening, friends," he said. "The band will not play tonight. The big horn player is all out of breath. Instead, we will have a singing contest. And here are the ladies who will sing." Everyone clapped when the ladies came out. And on the end of the line was the lady next door, and Harry took one look and ran off. He was almost out of the park when he heard something. Blurp, 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 blurp. It was low and beautiful. Harry stopped and listened. It was softer and lower than the cows and the big horn, and he wished the lady next door would sing like this. And then he saw where the sound came from. It came from inside a watering can. And suddenly Harry had an idea. He took the handle of the can in his mouth and he ran with it. And when he got back to the bandstand, he walked quietly up the stairs. The lady next door was singing. Harry put the watering can on the floor behind her. Soon the lady sang a very high note. But then something happened. 2 frogs jumped out of the can. One jumped on the lady's head, the other on her shoulder, and the other ladies in the contest shrieked and ran from the stage. But the lady next door went on singing. She sang higher and louder than ever. And when she finished her song, everyone shouted hooray. The judges whispered together, and then one of them spoke. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, "the other ladies in the contest have all gone home, so the lady next door wins the singing contest. She is a brave lady. She wins first prize. It means she can study music in a far-off country for a long, long time." Everyone clapped and clapped, and Harry barked and barked. He was the happiest of all. In the middle of all the fuss, the frogs hopped home. Soon the time came for the lady next door to go away. Harry went to the ship with the family to see her off. "Goodbye, goodbye," everyone shouted, and Harry wagged his tail. And the lady next door started to sing her goodbye song, but no one heard her. As she sang her first note, the ship blew its foghorn. It was a deep, low, wonderful sound. And as the ship moved away from the dock, other boats blew their foghorns too. Harry thought it was the most beautiful goodbye song he had ever heard. So I hope sometime today you practice singing some of the songs I sent you, or another song that you like to sing. Goodbye for now from Mrs. Switek and Davy.